Hi everybody, welcome back. Time for Digimon. Oh, that was so loud. Jesus Christ. There. Alrighty. It's been a little while since we played this because we've been doing Christmas Sage for the last few weeks. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Uh-oh.
Well, you just have to figure it out then. You just have to fucking figure it out.
Tell me to go to the entrance of Eden.
Whatever. How would you feel if I entered your Eden?
Okay, go ahead. What is my Eden?
Well, I was hoping that you would have an instant snap judgment about whatever that was, and that would then colour the flavour of the rest of the joke.
Okay.
But it looks like you didn't have any assumption, you just genuinely like, Eden's not a thing I'm familiar with.
I swear this game is referencing Serial Experiments Lane. But I've seen more than that. There's so many similarities.
Oh god, I fucking love Lane. I've been in a Laney mood.
Yeah,
Laney!
Me too. I'm Laney.
You're Laney.
Now what? There are remarkably similar vibes between this game and Serial Experiments Lane. It's really funny. This is like the more, like, cartoony, kid-friendly version, though. For sure. But, like, there's remarkably similar themes.
Yeah. I think things just reverberate through our culture sometimes.
I don't know what to do next. I'm so confused. Oh, there we go. But yeah, I started drawing the connection between the two in the last episode of Lane we watched, they were in Shibuya. And there was a thing with like the crossing and like a car hitting somebody. And, you know, all the digital ghosts and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like, oh, that's just like Digimon. That's just like the Digimon game we've been playing. Literally down to the exact location. It's so funny. I mean, maybe there's some, like... Maybe there's some pre-existing mythos of Shibuya that both of them are drawing from. Rather than, one referencing the other. But... I certainly made the connection.
Have you done another post I can reblog for the stream?
No, it's just the same one, because I said we'd be doing Digimon.
That's technically true.
Yeah. I tend to just announce my streams in one go. Saves me the trouble. Hey Sasha, sorry to bother you. Could you bring me a drink? A cocoa drinky? We have these coconut flavored drinks. And they call them cocoa drinky. And it's because I don't know if you remember that stupid video, one of those like baby sensory videos that was like in Spanish. It was a bunch of chickens and crocodiles or it was a bunch of chickens and they transform into crocodiles and are in weird
Oh yeah,
colors.
I've seen
It goes
those.
cocodrilo, cocodrilo. And so now we have these coconut drinks and I call them cocoa drinky.
You're a nerd.
Thank you. I could use a
You're a
hot manly
dork.
boyfriend.
Oh yeah, I watch his Let's Plays sometimes.
You mean manly badass hero?
Yeah, I know. That's the joke. That's the joke. You got me. That is the
I was trying to make sure
joke.
I understood the joke.
I'll understand you in a minute.
Understand, 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 understand.
Also, did you see my original reblog of your stream announcement?
Yeah, that's really good.
Thank you. It took me 10 minutes of work you now have to pay me for.
But I didn't ask for it.
Too bad. It's none of my concern.
You're grifting me.
I am grifting so hard.
Oh. They are how she feels? Oh. Ouija boards. How much you want to bet that's just a localization thing? And they weren't talking about Ouija boards in the original? They
I
thought
think they
Western
actually...
audiences would understand what a Ouija board was better than whatever the equivalent was originally.
That's a good question.
I don't know if Ouija boards are a thing in Japan, basically.
Do you think they have Wega boards?
About the Ouija boards.
The Ouija boarding is a sport.
Oh yeah, that's in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Yeah, you get it. You get it. Man, would you still love me if I was falling? I was fading. I was drowning. Help me to breathe. I
The
am
lyric isn't
hurting.
actually fading, it's failing. I am
I'm going to kill
falling,
you.
I am failing.
I am gonna pummel you. I cannot believe you fucking nitpicked me on this.
Well, because the fading was from the meme one where it says, I am balling, I am fading. You know, like that type of haircut.
I'm dying.
You need to get out of there. Nothing for you, and there's not even any food in there. You
Okay, I'm
doing?
fine.
He was digging around in a plastic bag with Christmas wrapping paper stuff in it. Politically correct term would be dissociative identity disorder. What are we doing here? What do you mean?
Why is her hand like that? Am I the person who finds his hand incredibly disturbed? Looks like a fucking alternate.
But yeah, what's going on with this dialogue here? What are we doing? do you mean politically correct? Also, didn't dissociative identity disorder recently like get debunked as a thing? Like, it turned out all the research on it was bogus. And it was by a guy who didn't believe that the condition actually existed.
That's not. God, that's a little bit Oofingtons, isn't it? That's a
Yeah.
little bit Oofingtons, isn't it?
If you wanted to say like a correct term for it, it would just be what the people who have it use for it, which is typically they just say plural. You know?
Yeah.
They tend to not like to consider it a disorder in the first place, you know, kind of like autism. Where people sometimes don't like it to be considered that there's something wrong with them, you know?
Hmm.
But anyway, that aside, let's move on. So they brought that up just as a potential explanation, only to immediately realize, oh yeah, it is supernatural. They did this whole weird aside. It's a bit of a... I'm not sure what they're going on about there. And then they're like, no, never mind, it wasn't that anyway. Forget we said that. This Santa game I was playing ended up kind of incredible.
What about was this incredible?
Huh? The music,
What about
the vibes, just everything was more than I was expecting. It was a weird, like it's just one of those games that feels like it was made by a very small studio, but you know, like in 2002. So it's a different vibe from being made by a small studio now, you know? It just feels like they had a low amount of resources, you know?
I get you. I get you.
Hey, Sasha. Sasha's got Christmas dinner for us. Oh. Oh no.
You can hold your girl's hand for 15 minutes on the energy from 7 raisins. Brackets. Think what would happen if you never stopped eating them.
Huh?
Californian Raisin Advisory Board.
What?
This is apparently an advert the California Raisin Advisory Board released. A singular Canadian responds, raisin-powered fuck machine.
Huh.
That is incredible, frankly.
God, the exposition in this game. So I was complaining about the Santa game for having no exposition. I had no clue what the frig was happening at any point in that game, other than the beginning. This one now has too much exposition. It's like a Kojima game.
Kojima games don't have that much exposition.
Well, that's the thing that people always say about them. Like that they're more cutscene than game.
That doesn't mean that there's exposition. Necessarily. That's not how that works.
Pete's going to be working with us. Look, It's a little Digimon named Pete.
Why is it called?
I don't know, that's its name.
I don't like its name.
What's wrong with being named Pete?
The shit name.
What if his name was Piador?
That would be even worse somehow. Congratulations.
You're like a real boy wonder. You don't know who the boy wonder is? Oh, doggy cameo.
Weird fucking creature on screen. Destroy it now.
She's not a weird creature, she's just a little doggy.
Why are you just saying the same thing back to me?
Huh?
You haven't that's not even disagreeing with me.
So she's not a weird creature, she's just a little doggy.
So if it could be a little doggy and a weird creature at the same time.
I'll be sure to greet your friends properly if we meet. It'll be perfect. Gatomon says that. How do you feel about that?
Gatomon's good. More like Goodomon.
That footstep sound effect does not match where I'm walking at all.
What does it sound like?
It's like she's walking on like a wood floor. And really loudly. Like she's in like high heels or something. I have no idea. Oh, there we go. Suspicious boy. The culprit's a little kid. You're so hot.
What?
I told her she's so hot.
Oh.
Kids are more attuned to the digital world than adults. He started working in corporate research and development. Baku Reborn service. The campus of a real brain. Just so much dialogue. This is just like what happened last stream. I already got the idea of what they're talking about, like 10 message boxes ago. They just keep waxing poetic about it. It's like, yeah, okay, I get what's happening. Can we move the story on?
That is kind of insufferable, isn't it?
Yeah. You're just adding more and more detail that doesn't really help me understand anything and just kind of bores me. Like, they keep talking about how smart he is, and now look, now she's saying, you really are smart. Yeah, I know he's smart. We already established that 10 messages ago. Who cares? Hello, Smith. Welcome to the stream.
Merry Christmas, Smith!
You missed all the Christmas stuff earlier, though. Will be uploaded on my YouTube channel tomorrow, then. Actually, later tonight. I'm gonna upload it right away. Wanna defeat the great evil, huh?
Yeah.
That's not the
yeah,
great
somebody in
evil.
chat saying that we should defeat the great evil.
It's you, Biss. You want to defeat the great evil.
I'm not the great evil.
No, you want to defeat the great evil.
I mean, that's true. I don't know why you're bringing it up, though.
Got him. I cannot get over that one person who showed up and redeemed that, and then I did it, and they were like, that's it. That was kind of boring. It was like, it's a free thing that I do. You don't even pay money for it.
Oh my god, look at that kid's hand!
What do you got against the hand models in this game?
Whenever somebody... Oh, look how weird their fucking hands are! They're like fucking
They're
4
like
times
this.
longer than they are wide!
Oh, I thought you were just talking about the way that the fingers are together. You can only move this finger. Like it's a 3DS game.
But they just have such long hands.
I remember being very impressed with 3DS games where the characters had fully modeled hands where all the fingers could articulate. Like Luigi's Mansion 2 did that. Luigi's hand had all the fingers. Although, I don't think they were all actually articulated because you only ever see him go like this to like open a door, right? So I think there was just space in between the fingers, but the whole thing was just rigged to just go like that. So...
What's your favorite Kung Fu Panda movie?
I barely remember them.
Barely
I think I
remember Kung
liked
Fu
the
Panda?
first one. I think I've watched the second one, but I barely remember it.
Then I can't fucking believe you.
I barely remember either of them, to be honest.
Well, that's embarrassing.
I also remember watching the TV show, but I don't really remember anything about that either.
Well, that's it. We're watching all those movies on like
What,
together.
do you really
some
like
night.
Kung Fu Panda or something?
Yeah, I love Kung Fu Panda. It's like my first fandom.
Am I supposed to? What do you mean your first fandom?
Well, I started being online mostly when the first like movie had been released, back like in 2009.
Are you just making this up?
So,
You
no,
have to
I'm
be
being-
making this up. You're older than
What do
I
you mean I'm
am. You
making
didn't
this up?
start being online in 2009. I started being
I did.
online before 2009.
No, I did. I started being online in 2009. That was back when I first like started having my own computer and stuff.
For Kung Fu
I think-
Panda.
Well, no, not for Kung Fu Panda. I was big into Kung Fu Panda at the time. That was like in the height of like when like my nieces and nephews would come over. So we watched Kung Fu Panda together, and I was like, oh shit, this is fire. So it was just something I look up on YouTube a lot, you know? Like AMVs and stuff.
I'm not buying this.
And this is... Well, I mean, don't buy it if you don't fucking want to. I don't know why I have like such an eclectic taste, and then this is suddenly the thing that gets you.
You've never brought this up ever before. I swear you were into like anime stuff online and stuff like that when you were growing up.
I mean, I could be into two things. I mean, technically, I used like my parents' computer a little bit before 2009, and I remember at the time one of the things I mostly looked up was just Digimon openings.
I mean,
but when I started like having my own accounts and stuff, I'm talking here.
I was doing stuff on the internet in like 2004. Like what? That's how long I've been doing stuff on the internet. Like back then I was playing like flash game sites and stuff.
Well, I think the thing is I had consoles, so I didn't need to touch those disgusting things.
I would play them like on the computer at school, you know, stuff like that.
I mean, has it occurred to you that maybe there's partly a reason I was so like web game phobic, and I thought they were so much lesser?
Well, I do know. Okay, that is fair. I do know that you said you didn't really grow up with flash games.
Yeah, and if anything, I thought that like games that weren't on like on like a console, and specifically a Nintendo console, which didn't count, you know.
I did not grow up with consoles at all. The first home console I got was a Wii Mini, which I got when I was like 17.
See, so you got to consoles late. I got to the internet relatively late.
Okay.
I remember when I got there, it's like the big memes were like, I think it was it? I don't think it was long until Nyan Cat was big.
I see, yeah, by the time
I think Chocolate Rain was still contemporary.
By the time Nyan Cat was a thing, I'd already been using the internet and like had a presence on there for years.
Yeah.
Some of the earliest stuff I did in like online communities was UB Funkies. Which I think was in 2007 or 8. That was the first time I was like actually like in a community. And that's just like looking for flash games and stuff like that.
It's interesting because Carmel Danson.
And I was also learning HTML back then, and I kept trying to make my own websites and stuff.
I think Carmel Danson came at an interesting time because I was just starting to get into internet culture, right? But also that was just a popular song anyway.
Look at this thing.
What about it?
Look at it. It's really something, isn't it?
I mean, do you have something to say to its face?
Well, no, I mean, it's just the way it's like Clockman. The way it's got a little guy with a hammer who's gonna whack you, sticking out of it.
Which one's the clock and which one's the mon?
This, you know that meme I sent you that Digimon meme I sent you last night?
Yeah.
Is that a real Digimon? Like, it just looks like an anime girl wearing a hat. In fact, at first I thought the hat was like photoshopped on. That's a Digimon.
Do you want me to make this easy for you?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna send you a link. Click on this link.
Yeah, Sistermon Seal. There's several Sistermons. They made a Digimon that's just a nun. They just made Nunmon. What the hell? That's just a girl. I'm looking at these other ones, and she's got like guns. She's packing heat.
Yeah. I don't know why this is surprising to you.
Well, no, I'd seen ones that were like, that looked a lot like they were just like human women, right? But they were still like weird in some way. This is just...
It still had a hat.
I guess she's got a hat with a little face on it, but like...
Or a helmet, you know.
This is just a woman.
Yeah.
They really were just like, you know what? I want to make a Digimon that's just an anime girl. Like, it's just an anime girl. That's it. I just want to draw an anime girl, and my excuse is that it's a Digimon.
Well, that's kind of the value of Digimon, is that there's no rules.
That's the kind of, it is a big difference between Digimon and Pokemon, as you would never see. You would never see that.
Digimon and Pokemon are actually really good complementary rival franchises. Because Pokemon gains most of its value through consistency, through solid rules, through reliability, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, like up until like a couple generations ago, nearly any Pokemon game you could bring Pokemon over, right? It's like Pokemon all existed in the same canon. They would come up with excuses for why new evolutions could happen now, but they couldn't before. The anime worked as almost an introduction to the mechanics of the games. All this stuff was super consistent and well thought out. And then Digimon's kind of cool because basically, if as long as they sell toys, they don't give a shit. The creators can do whatever the fuck they feel like. The rules are in constant flux. Make anything you want, basically. I mean, I'm sure there's a bit more to it than like I'm saying, you know. But I'll never get over just stuff like, you know, fucking Our War Game and Hurricane Touchdown and how much they just feel like they just got a director in and we're like, okay, make a Digimon movie, dumbass. And then they just churn out some fucking amazing work, you know? Because who's gonna stop them? You know? They sold the toys, who gives a shit? You can make high arts if you want to. Also, that reminds me, you're gonna watch Hurricane Touchdown with me.
What's that?
It's one of the Digimon movies.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
I think you'll need like a very short like context lesson before we watch it. But I think generally it's the main appeal of it doesn't even require familiarity with the series too much.
Her back is so bent. When she was like turned there, like oof.
I wish my back did that.
I saw a little video clip the other day that was about like how far the human spine can actually bend. That middle section is actually like the least flexible part. So when people draw it like that, it's like extremely anatomically inaccurate / impossible. That part of your back cannot bend that much because most of it is stuck in place because it's directly attached to your rib cage, which doesn't flex. So the bendy parts of your spine are just your neck and your lower back. The middle part doesn't bend as much as the rest of it.
Oh, that makes sense. I kind of assumed that would be the case.
Yeah. So when they draw a woman's back with this wacky ass curve in the middle, that's impossible. And really, it's only drawn like that to emphasize the size of the hips. Make them look bigger, you know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I get it.
But there are better, more anatomically possible ways you could do that, basically. You don't have to break her back to make her look hot.
Just glue a couple rubber duckies around there. Oh no, my download of Sonic Forces overclock failed.
Agumon and
Oh,
Gabumon.
no.
You know, because I had to draw Gabumon that one time. He's an important member of the team, so making sure you two get along. We gotta go back to the cafe again. So much of this game is just you running around doing really mundane things.
It kinda is.
Actually, I remember where the cafe is this time. Takoyaki.
Isn't that stuff Arrow loves?
No, that's okonomiyaki.
Okay, props to you for remembering.
Takoyaki is octopus.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And I think Arrow doesn't like octopus. For the ethical reasons. Which is understandable. Because, as we were just... Because they are both intelligent and don't deserve it.
I saw a video recently where they had an octopus robot going out to like get close-up footage of octopuses, right?
Yeah.
And they helped the real octopus escape from a predator by bringing it like a thing to hide in, right? Which it did, escape from the predator, and then when it was safe again, it came out and like gave the robot a hug, basically.
Huh. Wait, what?
Yeah, it, like put his tentacles around the robot, like similar to like how you might give a hug or something like that.
Why did it hug?
I don't know, cause it got help. Right, I told you the robot brought over the shelter for it, thing for it to hide in.
Oh, that's cute.
And then later it came out again and came over to the robot and was like giving it a hug, basically. Like obviously not the way a person would give a hug, but like seemed to have been like a show of thanks, possibly, you know. Wait, my character's wait, these two characters' fingers are fully articulated. Look, they have more detailed hands than the NPCs.
That's how you can tell they're gay.
Oh, they have Yuri hands. So they can hold each other's hands.
Yeah, sure.
You gotta be articulated so they can hold hands properly. Cause then it's gay.
I hate how for a second you were just stood next to a pre-render of yourself.
I know it does that. Look, they're all stood next to pre-renders of themselves now. They're all next to the screenshot of themselves.
You all enter the room and then open up the talk dimension.
Why do we care for Melflower?
Talk goss.
Oh wow, this mysterious girl likes to eat food. What a weirdo.
That's gonna be her. That's gonna be her like personality trait TM, isn't it?
But I just love that they went to the trouble to make sure you could just make out her belly button. That was an important detail to get in there. I have never worn, even the tightest clothes that I've worn, I have never worn anything that my belly button shows through. That's just like normal clothes to wear, you know?
Well, you know what that means, don't you?
What?
time to get good. Vacuum seal that shit. Vacuum seal it.
When you have clothes that look like that, it makes it look like they're like either spandex or like faux, like what's it?
Pleather.
Yeah. Vinyl, whatever. What's the thing that people like?
PVC.
Those bodysuits. Whatever the case is, it makes it look like it's made out of one of those type of materials and not just normal cloth. You know? But it is confusing because then they also model in like cloth wrinkles that wouldn't be in a material like that. So it just looks bizarre. Or rather, texture them in. I don't think they're modeled in. Yeah.
Cashmere. I don't know why Cashmere. Oh wait, am I misreading that? Oh my god, the pose she's doing reminded me of like the people who had their car doors stolen. You know what I'm talking about?
We're gonna show Sasha's cousins that video soon.
Oh yeah, they'd love it.
I just keep like going around and showing it to everybody. One of the best Let's Game It Out videos in a long time. I've been streaming for 42 minutes and we've had a grand total of 2 Digimon battles.
It's one of those streams, I guess.
We happened to land on one of these parts of the games, huh?
I will admit, maybe sizable, genuine JRPGs were not a good choice for stream. But we're committed now, I think, maybe.
If I wasn't streaming this, otherwise though, I'm not sure I would feel very motivated to keep playing it, though, you know? Because, like, I still have The World Ends With You, Neo. And it also is very dialogue heavy. I've had this game for, over a year now. Actually, I think I've had it for 2 years now. And, still not that far into it. Which is, I think it's a little bit, in that case it's a little bit damning because I didn't have that problem with the original World Ends With You. It was very dialogue heavy. But it was very engaging, you know? I think something about this one is less engaging to me, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's completely different characters at the first game, right? And I think they're resonating with me a bit less. You know, The World Ends With You is from the time period I grew up in, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas this one, like, the main character has, like, a mask. It's, like, around his chin all the time. You know, that kind of thing. They're clearly supposed to be, kids in the contemporary time period that game was made in. So... it's a little different. And I'm kind of not vibing with them quite as much. You know? Because that was the thing with the original World Ends With You, is it really vibed with me, you know? I always talk about how the main character was kind of at a similar place in his life as I was at the time. And then he grows as a person throughout the game, right? And so I was kind of forced to grow along with him because we started in the same place. And basically we were taught the same messages because he was being taught them. And I was seeing a lot of myself in him. So...
Aww.
that's kind of how it worked out. This game is not really doing that as much, and I'm feeling less engaged in the story, you know?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah. And also, like, I know about all the inner workings of the game that they're playing in it, you know? Because that was all explained and, like, resolved in the first game. So seeing these people have to, like, figure it out again, like, oh, what's going on? You know, it's like, well, I already know what's going on. You know? I already know how this all works.
It's a bit Men in Black too. It's a bit Men in Black 3.
What does that mean? I
What's
think
the
I've
plot
watched
of
those
Men?
movies, but I barely remember. I remember the first one decently, I think.
Do you remember what the main plot of the Men in Black 1 was?
Not super well, no. Just remember them investigating and stuff or whatever.
So you don't remember any of the character arcs or anything?
Doesn't the one guy, like, retire at the end?
So yeah, it's kind of a story of, like, you know, it's typical buddy cop thing. You have like an old, you have a grizzled old guy who's
Yeah, I remember
you know
that.
not willing to trust new blood, and he's a grumpy puss, right? And you got like a new guy who's like a little bit rough around the edges, but he has the enthusiasm.
And he kind of
and,
like
you know,
lucked his way into it, you know.
Yeah. And over the course of the fucking movie, they end up fucking gaining respect for each other, you know?
Yeah.
The new guy finds out the old guy has the actual skills to back up his grumpness. And the old guy sees that the new guy is earnest, willing to put in the work to get to where he needs to be, right? And then from what I hear, every sequel to Men in Black is just the exact same thing. Like the old guy loses his memory or some shit. They keep justifying it, doing the same thing again.
Well, yeah, because at the end of the first one, he wanted to retire, and he got his memory wiped, right? So he could do that.
Yeah.
Did they give him it back? In some capacity?
Well,
like, did they bring him back in?
Yeah, I think that must be it. I haven't actually seen any of the ones past the first one. I just know it's the same thing. I think they did one where there was a time travel story, and that's how they justify it. So they justify.
I think I vaguely remember the time travel.
Will Smith has to prove himself to this guy.
I think I may have watched that one because I vaguely remember a time travel plot.
Just like there's something kind of like accidentally funny about me. There's something kind of accidentally funny and profound about making a movie series where the black professional has to keep proving his credibility repeatedly to the same old white guy. That's the problem. It's just that, like, is that they were like, what do people like about the first movie? And they're like, oh, they liked had the arcs, and they're like, okay, well, we'll do the arcs again.
I'm about to have a short period of gameplay before I have to read more dialogue again. And it's not even going to include any Digimon battles. Just going to be walking out the door and then selecting the location on the map. And I'll reread dialogue. Chica. Like how they had my character say that part out loud. My character can only talk when nobody else is around. It's so funny.
Just very shy.
It's always funny to give a character your name when it's not a blank slate character.
That is kind of odd, isn't it?
Yeah. Like in a
Oh my.
non-customizable character like this. Well, I mean, she's a little bit customizable. You can change her shirt.
Oh my god, I just came up with the worst idea for a game ever.
Oh yeah?
Oh no, this is terrible. This is horrendous.
Okay, what is it?
Oh no, I don't even know if I want to say this. This is awful.
You ever think about
So
how weird...
imagine,
I just want to say real
imagine
quick.
it.
You
Okay,
ever
go
think
on.
about how weird the word workaholic is? Because it's called alcoholic. It's just the word alcohol plus ick. So shouldn't
Yeah.
the equivalent for work be workic? Because the ahol comes from alcohol. It's not part of the suffix that makes it like an addiction, you know? Shouldn't the word
Okay.
be workic?
Yeah. I get. Yeah. I have a counterpoint though.
Yeah.
Workic sounds stupid. But okay, gotta tell you my idea, right?
Yeah, okay, tell me your idea.
So it's a JRPG, right? And the game opens up and it gives it lets you name your blank slate protagonist, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, and then the game sort of starts out normal, and then about a third of the way in, your character is framed for puppy murder,
Oh no.
or like something equally as bad, like orphanage
Uh-huh.
burning, like genocide, all these crimes.
Uh-huh.
And the plot is partially about you trying to prove your innocence or whatever, right? But the main joke of the game is just the constant like headlines of your real name you've put next to like as
Uh-oh.
beat a nun to death in broad daylight.
Oh
Just
no.
stuff like that. So the game takes your name and then like within like 10 minutes later just starts throwing accusations at you. The most upsetting things possible.
I gotta go into Eden. I almost said I gotta go into Ina. That would be something very different.
Freudian slip.
Freudian slip, huh? You think I want to go into Ina, huh?
I think that'd be not really that pleasant, honestly. Because everything to one side of you is gonna be all angular and gross.
Oh. What if the angular part is my favorite?
I'm looking at you so tiredly right now, like...
Thinking about that one Tumblr post that's been going around where it goes, so first I park my wife, and somebody's like, and then what? And they're like, sorry, I'm too shy to say, or something like that, right? And they're
Yeah.
like, I'm guessing you step out of your wife? And they're like, the exact opposite of that, actually.
How do you park something before you step into it?
I don't know. It's a weird post.
I want somebody to create, like, as a world building project, a world where wives are just cars.
It's just cars.
Like you put on the wedding ring, and suddenly it's like you feel your body twist and expand, and you become like this weird like quadruped with like an iron shell.
The best way to park your car in the garage is to park your car in the garage and screw it.
What?
You remember the Mansers video?
What? No?
Oh. I don't think I can explain Mansers to you right now. If you don't remember.
No,
You know,
I think I'm trying to remember.
You know, that's why I say, that's where, can you fart so hard your balls explode? That's where that comes from.
Oh no, it's a TV show, isn't it? Oh, shut up. Don't bring it up ever again, I can't handle it.
And then they started talking about having sex with your car.
Oh, yeah, please move on.
Oh.
見つからなくて当然だ。調査資料の一切合切を上白が京ちゃんを前にこんなこと言うのは情けねえんだが、俺たちはそうするしかなかったんだ。あの疑惑ですね。当時上白がナイルコープを
We're 57 minutes in. Grand total of 2 Digimon battles.
調査を進めていたんだが、問題とは上から圧力がかかってきやがったんだ。その時お咎めなしの条件として上白が手を回した。
I think part of the problem with this as well is it's such a bad translation. Everything's so wordy and just... We've discussed that before, how it just feels like a weird translation, you know?
Yeah, it really kind of is.
アバロンサーバーの奥深く、おそらく上白の社員たちが機密な親戚といってもデータの所在をこの目で確認しているわけじゃない。
Oh.
あくまで周辺捜査で得た情報から。
This is watching the Santa tracker.
つまりただの勘だがね。
Drainy.
ではそろそろ。いやしかしだな、京ちゃん。世界にその名を轟かす。ここは
Oh yeah, Biss. You wanna know what one of my issues that I had with the Polar Express was?
What is it?
Is that they made a big deal about, like, they had to wait until midnight to leave. But, like, so that he'd, like, go and, like, do his present delivering on Christmas, right? To wait for it to become Christmas. But, like, doesn't he deliver the presents on Christmas Eve? Why is he leaving as soon as it becomes actually Christmas? That's some BS, I think.
That is a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was I asleep during that?
During what?
I don't know why, right? Okay. I imagined a movie where Santa Claus, right? Like fills up an outhouse of shit.
Huh?
And then it gets a little forklift and takes it somewhere, and then like it's like somehow he like is gonna go out and take all the shit to all the naughty people. I don't know.
I didn't say anything about any of that.
What movie were you describing?
I was talking about the Polar Express. I was telling you one of the things that bothered me in that movie.
Oh, and my brain was sort of ad-libbing what the Polar Express was about, I think. Okay.
Well, I said it bothered me that they made this big deal about Santa's gonna leave at midnight. I was like...
Yeah, yeah, I was thinking he must go out to do the gifts before midnight, and then after midnight he takes the outhouse.
Oh, the elves in that movie are disturbing too. I never really noticed or thought about it before. They look like they're all these small, bald, middle-aged men.
Wow.
And they're just weird. I don't like them. Also, Sasha and her cousin discovered years ago, and they pointed it out to me. There's the first scene where you see the elves. Like, there's like a big crowd of them walking along, right? Oh, they only discovered it last year. But there's a big scene with all the elves moving, like walking right next to the train.
Yeah.
One of them is not animated. He's just sliding.
That's great. I love that.
They pointed him out to me. He's just sliding. Also, it's really funny because it's like, so they have these massive crowds of elves, right? But it's like a video game. But it's like a video game because there's like repeats of them all the time. Like if you look, like you can look in the crowd and you can see two identical elves just like standing right next to each other. I feel like at that point they should have just made them all identical, you know? Like that would be more believable than just like than how they did it, you know?
They should have made it so the elves were all just the same guy, played by Tom Hanks. And they all just have like 4 voice lines.
And it's funny because there's a scene where like these waiters come in and give them hot chocolate, right? And all of them are identical models. So they're not above doing something like that. It feels like they spent all of their budget on their stupid motion capture technology and no budget on anything else. Also, Biz.
Yeah?
Do you know how everything is motion captured in that movie? Biz?
Yeah, I said yes.
You didn't say anything.
I said yes!
Well, anyway, so everything's motion captured, right?
Yes.
All the motion capture was done by Tom Hanks. They motion captured him for every character. I was joking last night, I was like, did Tom Hanks pay for this movie? Is that why he does everything in it? Well, I gotta end this. This is falling asleep. I'm bored out of my mind.
Nah, it's alright. 1 sec. I'll take my arms out my sleeves. It'll be alright.
Oh, that's what was going on, huh?
I'm not sorry, by the way.
Where's the gameplay?
Oh my god. Please, my firstborn Digimon for a drop of gameplay. Oh my fucking god, please.
And apparently that other one, Digimon, what's it called? Digimon Survive is even worse in terms of dialogue.
No.
That's what somebody in the chat said. There's even more dialogue in that game.
No.
Oh my god.
Maybe the story is at least more compelling.
I hope so. It'd be hard not to be, honestly. The way they're telling this story is not very engaging. I don't have to tell you where. Yes, you do. It was probably buried within miles of text that I could barely handle reading because there was so much of it. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Fuck.
Oh no!
What do you mean you don't have to tell me where? Maybe the hospital where we saw her before?
Open up a guide. Digimon Cyber Sleuth.
I hate that they're like, you have to sit through just novels worth of dialogue, and the game punishes you for not paying attention. If you don't pay attention, the game punishes you for it.
Okay. What chapter are we on?
I don't know.
Chapter 2, side case. It's probably not that one.
Let me open up my menu and we'll see if it says on my save file.
What's the Digimon we fought recently?
We're on chapter 4. No, we're on chapter 5 now, excuse me.
Chapter 5, the search continues. Yuko Kishimahiro.
I'm supposed to look for Mirai Gigura, I think her name is. Like, I don't have to tell you where she is, do I? Yes, you do. I have no fucking clue where she is. Doggy.
Chapter...
Shush.
But you say you're on chapter 5?
Yeah.
The walkthrough for this part is so
Kiki.
short.
Shush. Remember we
Enter
fought
the-
Clockman.
Enter the Toyosu condos. Examine the rightmost apartment for a short scene. Now head to Shibuya. In Shibuya, talk to...
Yeah, we did that. We talked to Chica. Yeah. And then
The
it
free
brought it,
NPCs
and then we went
at
back
the
to the...
entrance.
Then we went back to the... Yeah, we did that. And then and then it brought us back to the office.
She will give you the hacking skill Stealth Hide. Then you can use this skill if you have at least one virus-type Digimon in your party. Kyoko will contact you after this and give you Kamishiro HQ special visit URL. This will allow you to visit Kamishiro Enterprises.
Okay, so I have to go into the digital world. That was my next guess.
Make sure to bring one
Okay.
virus Digimon, then log into Eden and enter Kamishiro Enterprises. God, the fucking... Like... how long have
Where
we
do
been
I
on?
have to go?
How...
We're an hour and 8 minutes in now. So where am I going again?
I have no clue.
No, tell me, read it again.
Okay, we are reading it again. Hold on. Broadway/Detective Agency. After this scene, enter the Digilab and talk with Mirai and Mikura.
Digilab. Oh, that's Mirai Mikigura. Understood.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna pummel you.
We just forget that she has a name, and it's like a full last name.
Think I'm gonna pummel you.
That's her. I ran into this exact issue once before. Where it told me to go see her, and I didn't realize who she was. I think I do have a virus type Digimon with me. She'll visit URL. go to the HQ through here. I think. Okay. We're in the Digi world again. Also, if we really need to, if we want to keep streaming, I need to take a break for a second.
Oh.
I'm gonna be right back.
Oh, yeah. What are you gonna do?
I gotta go pee.
Oh no!
It's distracting me from the. It's gotten to where it's distracting me from the stream, so I gotta go do that if we're gonna continue.
Okay, good luck.
And I would like to continue because I'd like to see something that's not dialogue.
Okay, I'll try and keep everybody entertained. Maybe.
Okay.
If I feel like it.
I will see you in a moment.
See you in a moment. Okay, everybody. How's it going? Okay, let's think. I need to come up with something that will annoy Elena if she ever finds out. We need to do that. That needs to be our angle. Nah, not pipe bomb in the mailbox. That's too obvious. I don't know, let's make this a chill bit. We're gonna be chill. Chill's theming here now, actually. Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Is Chill Vibes. It's my fucking stream now, and I can do whatever the hell I want. And I think it's time to say, if you're not a big fan of Digimon Story... Actually, Megan, nobody's going to be at this point in a Digimon Cyber Sleuth playthrough on like YouTube and not be big into Digimon. I was going to try and recommend some of the movies, but you've probably already seen them. Let's be real. There's basically no fucking chance of that. I don't know. You tried like Frontiers? I like that one. It's like just rough around certain edges that piss me off. Some of the edges it chooses to be rough around are frankly confusing to me. Like, I don't know how they manage to fuck those things up. But like, you know, oh hey there. But like, I think overall it's like a really interesting package. It's really good. And it's sort of heartfelt and earnest and anime, which is really the things I need that series to be.
What you been talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh. People are setting off fireworks on Christmas Eve?
People set off fireworks for like any fucking reason.
Not that I'm used to. What? Usually it's only 4th of July and New Year's.
1 second, the cat needs to be let out.
Trying to shoot down Santa? Oh, the fireworks.
やりますね。白真すぎて私、形ばかりの乗りツッコミをと言いますか。とにかく。
Anyway, fuckers, I'm back. What's up?
Hi, Bis.
え、ここから別コード？でも本当にどうやって侵入するんですか？消えた？アバターもアカウント情報も。
おや、有効お嬢様。
かくれんぼ。そうです。
いえ、
かくれんぼには適した環境で。
あ
ちなみに私
But she's not covering this up very well, is she?
あ、そうですか。
はい。
I'm not paying attention, by the way. What's
Gonna
happening?
make her seem like a weirdo. Well, because I just disappeared, and she's trying to explain my disappearance by saying we were playing hide and seek. Which is gonna be kind of an odd thing for us to be doing at this time.
それでは、
In the main servers of a tech company.
Yeah.
アカウントをシールしかもデジモンプログラムによる。でもあなたや京子さんの用が済んだらあまり長くかくれんぼでごまかすのは。
There's a limit to the amount of time we can spend pretending to play hide and seek. What button do I press to go invisible? Ah, must be one of the Y button things. There we go.
Wow, what is this? Sonic 06?
Dark Tyrannomon medal.
Nice.
Connect jumped into that guy. Yay, finally time for more Digimon battles. We're only an hour and 18 minutes into the stream.
Whoa! Fucking did it. Fuck him up. Fuck him up,
Excellent.
Lena.
Look at those little creatures. Pokemon. What do you think of our team at the moment, Bis?
I don't know, I'm like on it at this point. Like, I don't really like Gargemon.
What's wrong with Gardramon?
Actually, they look like they feel like a bit of a basic.
He looks
bitch,
just
to
like
be
the
honest.
robot from Chrono Trigger, whose name, if I remember correctly, is just Robot.
I mean, do I like Chrono Trigger?
There's also a character in Chrono Trigger whose name is just Frog. Feel creative they were with naming their characters in that game. Dum Dum Uppercut. We have Gargomon on our team. And we have Waspmon in reserve.
That's fair. I don't know, it's just
But QB
like
Mom,
Galgamon's the one I'm like big into here.
is he?
Galgamon's great. Galgamon's my bullet chungus.
You're bungus.
Wow. Cubimon's cool, but like also like
Does it evolve into the one that's supposed to get farted?
No, that's one of the things it can evolve from.
Oh, so we're already beyond that, I see.
Yeah, you've missed the farting.
That's fine. Look, it's Gabumon.
Congratulations! I don't know why I said that. I'm tired.
You're cute
been a
and
long
funny,
Christmas.
actually.
Nah, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Nah, I'm not. Nah.
You're a funny fairy.
Nah, I'm a big pile of bricks and mortar.
Nyaramon? Is it because they're like weird little kitties? The way they have Nya in their name?
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
I got a Nyaramon medal. What do you do with the medals?
I think they're just like I think they're just a collectible.
Is he?
I think they're just like non-fungible. You know, it's like each one comes from doing a certain thing.
What if I was fungible?
I would be like Elena. You're not
funge me?
fungible to me. No.
Oh. Alright, let's do whatever is here and then probably call it good on the stream tonight. I know we didn't get a lot done because of all the dialogue, but like... I'm reaching my limit for
All the
length of stream today.
All the pie of log.
Now I have to do a maze. Panic recovery? Oh, I could use that in real life. I have a little trouble with panic attacks.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting cheese on you.
Gomamon and Falcomon. I wonder which Smash Bros. Character that Digimon names.
Olimar.
Sleep recovery, I could use that too. Josh Geeky. With all the barking today.
It's probably the fireworks.
There was like one firework.
Yeah, and they're still spooked about it.
Yeah, but she was barking before that.
She predicted it.
Oh, I see. What are those caterpillars?
Do not fucking call them caterpillars.
Wormmon.
That's Wormmon. You're catching them one, by the way, eventually, if you can. Wormmon is
You
good.
mean I'm crafting one?
No, you're crafting a Wormmon eventually.
D-grenade.
Dick grenade.
Nice to actually be doing Digimon battles, finally. At long last.
備はどうかな。通信先が消失している。はい、騒ぎにもなっていませんし。あの人がここ。いや、君のことだよ。社内見学の手配といい、よほど手慣れている。私は私です。
I'm just me.
まだ
I am all I am all I am.
まずい事態になりそうだ。どうやおそらく現実世界の君のもう少し早く気づくべきだったが相手は盗聴。不本意ではあるが、ここは早々に引かせてもらおう。勇気ある。急がば回れ。でも、作戦の中止を伝えることは難しそうだな。何？私の助手だ。自分。他人の心配をしている場合じゃない。君。私は助手の透明人間化の効果が脱出時足跡を消すなりごまかすなりのことなら外から。とにかくこれ以上の会話。
I'm in here all alone now. Do we call it good here, you think?
If you're feeling like it, yeah, maybe for the best.
Looks like then we can save something, whatever, because it looks like something interesting will happen here, right? You can save whatever interesting thing is going to happen for the next stream. That maybe the next stream is more interesting than this one. Like a good idea.
Sounds like a plan. Who's texture mod in this game, I think.
Huh?
That'd be extra funny.
We texture modded this game? Yes? You okay?
It's okay.
Hey, no, get out of here. Don't lick my foot.
It's just early on.
Why do you lick my foot at every possible opportunity? I never want you to lick my foot. Why is that your favorite thing to do, huh? To push my foot that you like so much, huh? You just want pets, huh? Pet the dog. Can I pet that dog? Can pet. Don't couldn't lick me though. Just relax. Calm down. Licking. Good dog. Okay. Well, Bis has fallen asleep, so I'm gonna end the stream.
You're falling asleep. I'm fine. It's late.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm trying to turn the stream off now. You've both gone to sleep, so.
No, don't try and position it as you're trying to continue, but I'm asleep. That's not what happened.
Thank you all for watching. It was a really nice stream today. I liked all the Christmas stuff. Well, I don't know if I liked the Digimon today, but I did like streaming, so.
I feel
So
like
there's
Digimon.
that. Is this? You feel like Digimon what? Bis? Hello?
Sorry. What was I saying?
You said I feel like Digimon.
Hmm.
Oh, never mind. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for watching the stream.
And also
I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.